Welcome, my friend of time and space. Join me for a weekly recap of the latest news from upcoming Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and Star Trek releases. Stick around. Our first story tonight is the big news from Disney, the cancellation of The Acolyte. There will be no season 2. So they have decided not to renew The Acolyte for a second season. Despite its initial success with its debut, the show, created by Leslie Headland, garnered 4.8 million views on the first day, making Disney Plus's biggest series premiere of the year. However, viewership dropped significantly in subsequent weeks, leading to its cancellation. Ratings were generally favorable, with a 78% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but fan reactions were mixed. While some were disappointed, others were relieved that the show was over due to its divisive nature. The Acolyte was a mystery thriller set in the final days of the High Republic era, exploring dark side powers through the story of a former Padawan and a Jedi Master. From The Acolyte's cancellation, it has triggered an online campaign for restoring The Acolyte. So the cancellation of The Acolyte sparked mixed reactions. While some celebrated the end of the show that they found woke or lacking, others voiced their disappointment and launched the Save the Acolyte campaign on social media. The series has teased significant plot developments, including connections to characters like Darth Plagueis and Yoda, which now remain unresolved. Despite its mixed reception, a dedicated fan base is pushing for a revival, hoping for a continuation of the story and future projects. Personally, I believe that show was good, but I think it could have been great because of the slow pacing of it and drawn-out nature made it lackluster, but with some re-editing and shortening and speeding up a pace, I think it could be improved. Our next story is regarding the upcoming film, The Mandalorian and Grogu. From a recent interview with Tamora Morrison, he cites that the poor reception of Book of Boba Fett is the reason his character won't be returning in the movie. So he was speaking at a film expo in Chicago, where Tamora mentioned that Disney has not approached him for future roles, including the upcoming film, Mandalorian and Grogu. The Book of Boba Fett was one of the worst received Star Wars shows, which seems to have impacted the character's future of the franchise. Morrison, known for his roles as both Jango and Boba Fett, expressed his desire to return, though with him appears unlikely at this point. Next, there's some speculation on a return of a presumed character from The Mandalorian. So in the Star Wars universe, no one is ever truly dead, as demonstrated by the survival of several key characters over the years, from Darth Maul in The Phantom Menace to Palpatine, The Rise of Skywalker. The franchise has a history of bringing back characters thought to be dead. The latest example is Dr. Pershing, who was last seen in The Mandalorian Season 3, being subjected to a memory-wiping device. Despite this, a recent entry in the Star Wars Encyclopedia suggests that Pershing survived, although now memoryless. This continues the trend of resurrecting characters, keeping fans guessing about who may return next. However, I think Dr. Pershing, not necessarily resurrected, just never fully dead, maybe mostly dead, but not all dead. And the next story on the same Gaming Bible website talks about the expanded universe novelization of The Rise of Skywalker, where it discusses that Rey's father wasn't just any person, not necessarily a literal son of Palpatine. So in Star Wars universe, Rey's origins were a big mystery. When she appeared in The Force Awakens in 2015, initially, it was suggested that her parents were real buddies, but The Rise of Skywalker revealed she was connected to Emperor Palpatine. The twist, Rey's father was actually a failed clone of the Emperor himself. The deal was further clarified in the novelization of The Rise of Skywalker, which revealed the clone was considered a failure and wasn't meant to survive. The novel adds depths to Rey's backstory, including that the movies left out some key details that would have made the story even richer. Whether a future Star Wars films explore these revelations further remains unknown, but it adds another layer to Rey's character and makes her journey even more complex. Some exciting news with the announcement of Andor Season 2. There was an article on Inverse with a little bit of teasers about the upcoming Season 2. So it is shaping up to be a intense ride, building up to the events of Rogue One. At the recent D23 Expo, Diego Luna, who plays Cassian Andor, revealed that the new season will span 4 years, showing Cassian's transformation into the rebel leader we see in Rogue One. The final season will delve into the formation of the rebellion, the creation of alliances, and the rise of new villains, in just 12 episodes. Fans were treated to exclusive footage, teasing more action and drama. Adria Jorna, who plays Bix Colleen, hinted at a season filled with both growth and destruction. The teaser oath also confirmed the return of fan-favorite characters like K-2SO and the villain Orson Krennic. But as we can see, Alan Tudyk dressed in his mocap suit for K2SO. Here, a little bit of comics news within Star Wars universe. Marvel has announced the Battle of Jakku comic trilogy. They're diving deep in the Star Wars lore. In this trilogy, the Battle of Jakku series will explore the final moments of the Galactic Civil War, the critical event between the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy. In the first installment, Insurgency Rising, is set to launch this October, followed by Republic Under Siege in November. It's written by Alex Segarra and featuring a team of talented artists. The series promises to reveal untold stories from the Battle of Jakku. Fans will see the Empire's desperate last stand and Jakku's city doomed, leading to the New Republic's rise. The trilogy will not only cover the climactic battle, but also introduce new characters and threats, setting the stage for future Star Wars stories with epic battles and deep lore. This is a must-read for any Star Wars fan. And an even better bonus for those fans of Star Wars comics. It appears Dr. Aphra will be in the series, so I'm looking forward to that. Now, from a galaxy far away to Middle-earth. So, Rings of Power Season 2 is returning next week, August 29th, and as we dive deeper in the second age of Middle-earth, this includes the rise of Sauron and the crafting of the Rings of Power. Despite mixed reactions from die-hard Tolkien fans and those who cherish Peter Jackson's films, Season 1 achieved massive viewership, solidifying the series as a major hit. And from what I understand, there is already a planned-out 5 seasons of this series. The showrunners have stated that they already have the final shot of the final episode planned. So, Season 2 does promise even more drama, as Middle-earth faces turmoil following the revelation that Halbrand is actually Sauron in disguise. The season will explore unknown plot lines, like the transfer of information in the Southlands and the Mordor, and the rise of the Orc leader Adara, a corrupted elf now played by Siam Isildium, replacing Joseph Mulway. This recasting has sparked curiosity among fans, especially given Mulway's strong portrayal in the first season. The showrunners have not disclosed the reasons behind the change, leaving viewers eager to see how Hazeldean will bring his own touch to the character. In an interview with Joseph Mulway, he has stated that he has a desire to take on more diverse roles, and he is set to appear in other projects, such as the TV series 1923 and a biblical epic called The Way of the Wind. Another new twist in Season 2 will be Soren won't just be played by one actor, but he will be played by two actors. So one of the most intriguing developments of Season 2, The Rings of Power, is the reveal that Soren, played by Charlie Figures, it was originally called Halbrand, won't be the only actor portraying the Dark Lord. Jack Lowden is set to appear as an earlier version of Soren, exploring the villain's past and his contentious relationship with Adar. Showrunners G.D. Payne and Patrick McKay revealed that Soren will take on multiple human forms in addition to his creature form to manipulate those around him. The exploration of Soren's ability to shift identities adds a new layer of complexity to a character, offering viewers a deeper understanding of his cunning nature. The season will explore Soren's interactions with key characters like Galadriel, Celebrimbor, and Prince Durin, as the creation of the Rings of Power looms. These relationships are set to be tested as Soren's influence spreads, setting the stage for epic confrontations in Middle-earth. Overall, Season 2 of Rings of Power is shaping up to be an intense continuation of the series, with new characters, deeper storylines, and a fresh take on dark forces threatening Middle-earth. Plus, I love the trailer with, I believe it's Tom Bombadil, but also I've seen it Ents that will be in the season. A brief story here on the upcoming film December worth the Rohirrim. So, and there's a story about, this is Microsoft MSN writing the story, reporting on this. But the question of Gandalf, where is he? Is he around in the war of Rohirrim? He has a pivotal role in the Earth, especially in the films portrayed by Sir Ian McKellen in the Peter Jackson films. But Gandalf's exclusion is surprising. Even this anime prequel, set 183 years before Frodo's journey, focuses on the story of Helm Imrahand, the king of Rohan, and his daughter, Hera, during a time of conflict with Wolf and the Dumbledings. Despite the rich lore surrounding Gandalf, the creators of this new project have chosen to explore a different era of Middle-earth, offering fans a fresh perspective on the world before the events of the main trilogy. Now let's take a hop back out to space, this time into Star Trek universe, looking at Strange New World. This article is from TrekMovie.com. Talks about the interview with the showrunners, where they state it's going to be a crazier season than Season 2. I don't know if you can get much crazier than a Star Trek episode that is a musical, which I loved, by the way. But they are set to push boundaries even further in this season, building up on the success of the second season, which included a musical episode and a crossover with Lower Decks, the animated series. Season 3 promises a dive into new genres, including a Hollywood murder mystery. The show will continue to explore facets of the Star Trek universe, with unique storylines and character development. Fans can expect a lighter version of Una, after she has been outed with the Federation and no longer having to keep that secret. She has been said that she will be more lighthearted this season. We also get treated to a younger Scotty, who we got to see briefly at the end of Season 2. But he will be a regular in the series now. And the introduction of Roger Corby, adding complexity to Christine Chapel's storyline. The Season 4 already planned. The series shows no signs of slowing down, though it will maintain its 10-episode format, focusing on quality over quantity. And Spock gets his own science lab. I personally am excited to see that. I'm all about the laboratories. And we'll end tonight on a sadder note, where Star Trek The Next Generation's Patty Kasataki passed away recently at 70 years old She was best known to Star Trek fans as Nurse Ogawa from the Next Generation, and she died at the age of 70. Though not widely known, Yasutaki's work left a lasting impact on both TV and film. Her portrayal of Nurse Ogawa, a lead addition to the Next Generation in its 4th season, quickly made her a fan favorite. Her character was known for her warmth and kindness. It appeared in 16 episodes and 2 Next Generation films, leaving a strong impression despite her relatively short time on screen. Yasutaki is survived by siblings and had a memorial service held on August 21st. Her contributions to Star Trek and other projects will be remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike. So, that's it for this week's Sci-Fi and Fantasy News. If you enjoyed our deep dive into the latest happenings and our review of news stories, please hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an update. Have thoughts or theories on today's stories? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to tune in next week as we continue exploring the world you love. Until then, keep dreaming, keep watching, and stay grounded in the stars.